Have you noticed that your edges is disappearing or that hairline is just creeping further back? Well, you may be doing some things that's silently sabotaging your edges. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Karen with Curl House. I am a licensed cosmetologist, a certified trichologist, and the owner of the fabulous Curl House collection of products. And today we are going to talk about your edges because I have been seeing edges have been disappearing. You may be doing some things that's causing your edges to disappear, and I want you to stop, you all. Oh, it just hurts my heart when I see edges just gone. But many times, it's because of things that we are doing and we don't even realize it. So this is what this video is about. Okay, first things first, the hairline in and of itself is just the most fragile part of your entire hair shaft. So the hairline is the hair that is most fine. It is the hair that has the least amount of cuticles. So in other words, the cuticle layer of your hair strand are the layers that sit on the outside of the hair shaft that actually protect the inner part of the hair. Your hairline has fewer cuticles, making the hair more fragile. In addition to that, it has the shortest growth cycle. So with a short growth cycle, the hair just doesn't grow as quick. These are the things you have to be mindful of when you're caring for your hairline, which is why the first habit that you may be making that's killing your hairline, now y'all gonna get mad at me when I tell you this, but it is the truth. The first habit that you need to consider, stop doing, is to stop laying down your edges every day with edge control, you all. We are killing our hairline, laying it down every day with edge control. Oh God, that hurt me to say, but it's the truth. We're overdoing it. We are doing the most, you all, when we are constantly applying that heavy edge control, because you know edge control is much heavier than styling products. Edge control is thicker than most styling products, and we are slapping that on our edges every single day. And then we are taking a brush or a comb and we are brushing it in hard, smoothing it in hard. It is causing our hair to break off. And that's why our edges are disappearing, because we're constantly laying it down. So what I suggest you all is to give that edge control a break. I'm not saying that you can't use edge control, but don't use it every single day. And when you use it, be very gentle when you are smoothing your edges down, as opposed to using a hard bristle brush to smooth it back. You can even consider just using the back of a comb and gently just smoothing your edges back. So be mindful of that, because again, that hairline hair is already fragile. And when we are adding a hard edge control, it dries the hair off, it makes it stiff, we're manipulating it, and we're breaking our hair off. So I know nowadays I see all of these hairstyles where the girls are rocking all of these, I don't know, baby hair smoothed down on the hair. That ain't cute when that hair is broke off. Yes, I said it. That hair is broke off. You're not laying down your baby hair. You're laying down hair that's broke off. Don't do that, because eventually that broke off hair that continues to break can actually lead to permanent hair loss. And also, edge control, it sits on your scalp, right? And too much edge control sitting on your scalp can clog your hair follicle. When the hair follicle is clogged, guess what that leads to? Hair loss, because it leads to inflammation of the scalp. When you have too much inflammation of the scalp, that's what leads to hair loss. So that is why I encourage you all to lay off on the edge control so that your scalp can breathe, so that your scalp can be healthy, so that your hair can grow, and so that your edges do not break off. Okay? And then the second habit that goes perfectly with laying down them edges is taking them edges and smoothing them back into a tight style. So that is habit number 2 that you need to break. Stop pushing your hair back into these tight buns and tight ponytails. That is what is causing your hairline to disappear. You're constantly pulling it back into an afro puff, or you're constantly pulling it back into a ponytail. That's breaking off the hairline, you all. That is something known as traction alopecia. Traction is trauma. So whenever you have too much trauma to the hairline, that is what is causing breakage. So think about trauma to the skin. If you hit your skin, for example, that's trauma to the skin. Your scalp is skin. So if you are constantly pulling your hair back into a tight ponytail, then that is trauma to the hairline. That is what leads to follicular inflammation. Follicular inflammation is what leads to hair loss. So that is why, ladies, we are losing our hairline, because we are traumatizing our hairline. Stop traumatizing the hairline by wearing tight hairstyles all the time. Sometimes you just have to give your hair a break. Allow your hair to fall the way it naturally falls, which is down. When you are pulling your hair back into tight ponytails, into tight buns, you are pulling your hair in the opposite direction in which it grows. Right? And when you are pulling it back in the opposite direction in which it grows, then over time, that can lead to a thinning hairline that is called traction alopecia again. And I don't want that to happen to you all. So give the hair a break. Let the hair be down. Wear twist outs. Wear a wash and go. Just don't pull it back in tight ponytails as much. And since we're speaking about styles, then this kind of leads me to habit number 3 that we're doing that is killing our hairline, is we are adding so much extensions to the hairline. So yes, the braids. Now, I'm not opposed to braids, but I am opposed to braids when you are adding so much heavy hair around the hairline, you all. I have seen people with braids. You have all of this added weight from a braid when the hair starts to grow out, and you can literally see the natural hair and this heavy braid extension. That is going to cause hair loss. When you take that braid out, that braid is so heavy on that very fragile scalp in the follicle, it's going to cause the hair to come out. So if you are someone who's wearing braids, go to a professional. I am a licensed cosmetologist, but I do not specialize in braids. There are people who specialize in braids. There are people who know exactly how much hair needs to be added to a section so that your hair follicle can support the weight of the extension. Braids such as micro braids, I'm not a micro braid person. I don't promote micro braids at all. They look fabulous. But when you take a few hair strands, think about again how fragile your hairline is. You have a few hair strands and you're adding all of this weight from hair extensions that can cause hair loss if it's not done properly. So if you are someone who wears braids or any type of style where you are adding extensions, and particularly you're doing it around the hairline, that may be the reason you're losing your hairline. So I want you to be mindful of that. That is why I like crochet braids, because with crochet braids, your natural hair is braided to the scalp and provides a much stronger anchor for the extension hair as opposed to loose braids. But either way, if you are someone who's constantly wearing braids, constantly putting all of that heavy extension hair around the hairline, that may be the reason that you are losing your edges. So I encourage you, give your hairline rather, a break from the extension hair, because that may be the reason you may be losing your hairline. And the fourth reason you may be losing your hairline is because you're not moisturizing it. So I've already said the hairline is the weakest part, is the part that is most susceptible to breakage. And many times it's the driest part of your entire hair shaft. So as opposed to applying so much heavy edge control, get in the habit of moisturizing your hairline. Don't forget your hairline. I know we are moisturizing our hair, but as opposed to applying so much gel to the hairline, just take your moisturizer, your leave-in conditioner, your moisture cream, and make sure that you are keeping your hairline moisturized as opposed to laid with so much gel. Just keep it moisturized. Another product that you can use to moisturize your hairline would be the Healer Follicle Stimulating Drops, you all. This is the Curl House product that I put around my edges, my hairline. It is water-based, so it will moisturize the hairline. It will also encourage growth as well. So again, get in the habit of moisturizing your hairline as opposed to applying so much gel. Keep that hairline moisturized. And the fifth habit that you may be making that is causing your hairline to disappear is how you sleep, or not protecting your hair at night when you sleep. Now, keep in mind, when you go to sleep on cotton pillowcases and you're laying on cotton pillowcases, that affects your hair because it's drying out your hair, it's causing your hair to snag. But remember, your hairline is even more fragile. So when you are putting on your bonnet, your satin or silk bonnet, be mindful of things like this, of clips sitting on your hairline. That can cause breakage on your hairline. Be mindful of that. So absolutely sleep on satin pillowcases or put on your satin bonnet. But if you're wearing something like this, be mindful of where it sits. You do not want it to break off your hairline. Or you can put on a satin band to smooth your hairline down. Be mindful of that, you all. So you may be doing everything right, but you're not protecting your hair at night, particularly your hairline. Be mindful of what you are putting on your head before you go to bed at night. And also when you go to bed, and if you realize you wake up and your bonnet has pushed back and is sitting on your hairline, and if it's too tight, sitting right on your hairline, that too can cause breakage. So be mindful of what type of bonnet or scarf that you put on your hair so that you're not gradually putting tension on your hairline, causing your hairline to break off. Now, you may be someone that's not doing any of these things, but you're still dealing with the thinning hairline. That may be because of hormone shifts. So many times, as we are aging, as we are going through menopause and perimenopause, it is affecting our body and it is affecting our hair. And it can be affecting our hairline, particularly our temple area. If that is you, I encourage you to go to your doctor, to your dermatologist, get some blood work, see what you can do to help balance the hormones internally. I also have other videos on this channel that you can search that'll give you some recommendations around what you can do if you're dealing with hormonal hair loss. And as I mentioned earlier, I do have a product that I use called the Healer Follicle Stimulating Drops that also help to encourage growth, to stimulate growth around the hairline. So this is something that you may want to consider as well. So what are some of the things that you do to protect your edges, to keep them from running away from you? Drop them down below in the comments. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like the channel so that you do not miss a video in the future. And until we talk again, stay fabulous.